Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Yesterday I talked about how a wanting focus can cause a lot of resistance and a lot of extra resistance that we don't need when we're trying to get somewhere. And I had a lot of response on this one. A lot of people's like, well, how can I do something and not want it? And it's not about not wanting it. Here's the deal. If you're pursuing something, you already know that you want it. There's already a desire there. Now you're trying to get in that transition phase where you're going to go from wanting to receiving. Because if you're trying to achieve something, you're wanting to receive something. You're not wanting to want something. And this is the way it always goes. And I've done it in both ways. There's two different methods for me in doing this. And there was one point in my life where I was all in on wanting it more and more and more and more. And I was into that, and I thought it was a great idea, and I was all over it. And looking back, I can tell you right now, there is not a point in my life where I met more resistance than in that period. So what I'm telling you here, it's all about focus point. What we focus on, our lives reflect, our experiences reflect what we focus on. And if we're focused on wanting, guess what type of experience you're having? A wanting experience. I know you're probably going, well, what do I do in this situation? Focus on the doing. The doing is the key, because there's a natural connection to doing and receiving. So instead of going out and just trying to want it more and force yourself to want it more, focus on the doing. The more the doing you can do, I've seen this in big time athletes. If you want to do something big, the more doing, the more you make that, it's easier to make that transition from wanting to do something to receiving from doing something. So focus on the doing. This is an easy deal. It's an easy it's an easy switch. It's easy to switch from wanting to really putting all your focus on the doing. And if you really want to do something, the doing should be something that you want to do. So I've had a lot of questions on this, and I'm going to do a live discussion on this, not next week, the week after next. I'll do one next week. I got amateur nationals, a bunch of the guys I'm coaching. It's going to be a busy week next week, so I can't do it next week, but I want to do a live discussion where if you do have a critical mindset towards this and you go, Brian, this don't make sense to me, we can have an open discussion on it, and I can help answer it at a deeper level. But I'm telling you right now, and I tell you what I'll do, I'll go a step beyond that on that call, on that discussion. I'll give you two focus points that I use personally that not only help reduce the resistance, but they actually help create natural momentum. And what I mean by that is things will start to happen that are beyond your physical control working in your favor. And when you have that mindset where you feel like there's something outside of yourself working in your favor, things get very interesting. And me personally, my belief, that's one of the best ways to connect with God. When things are moving that are out of your control, physical control, in your favor, to me, that's God making that connection with God and God working in your favor. And I'm not trying to push God on anybody, but I'm just saying that's my personal belief. And I'm just telling you, when you have that perspective, that identity that something else physically is working in your favor beyond what you're physically doing, it's crazy the things that start to take place. So, and I know if you haven't ever experienced that may be hard for you to believe, but I'm telling you, study your life, and look at how you see things and see if you can't make a connection with how you see yourself, your focus points, and how your life unfolds, the experiences you have. You may be surprised what you come up with. And a lot of the issues and maybe problems that you face or challenges you face in life may be directly linked to your focus points. So you guys have a great Thursday. I'm excited about this one. You can probably tell it in my voice, but I love talking about this because I use it so much in my life, and it's a big deal. So you guys have a great day.